Think about the person you'll be in 5 years. Not the person you hope to be, the one you're actually becoming based on the choices you make today. That version of you is either stronger, wealthier, more disciplined, and in complete control of their destiny, or they are angry, broken, regretful, and trapped in the same cycle you refuse to escape. Your future self is watching you. And let me tell you the truth you don't want to hear. They hate you right now. They hate that you waste time on distractions instead of building your empire. They hate that you keep making excuses instead of making moves. They hate that you keep tolerating things that drain you, weaken you, and keep you stuck. No, they are not proud of you. They are not grateful for your laziness. They are not looking back with appreciation for how you played it safe. They are screaming at you from the future, begging you to wake up before it's too late. Will you listen? Or will you keep lying to yourself, pretending that your tomorrow self will somehow be more disciplined, more focused, more committed, without you doing anything different today? Because here's the brutal truth. If you don't change now, nothing will change later. Your future is being written right now, one choice at a time. The mirror test. Let's make this simple. Go look in a mirror. Right now, stare at yourself. Not just your face, your eyes. Look at the person you've been becoming. Are you proud of what you see? Be honest. Not polite. Not soft. Not comfortable. Honest. If the answer is no, then tell me. Why aren't you doing anything about it? You complain about your situation. You talk about your dreams. You fantasize about the life you want. But when it comes time to put in the real work, what do? You hesitate. You overthink. You distract yourself. No. Your future self doesn't want your excuses. They want results. Every wasted hour is an insult to the person you could have been. Every time you say, "I'll start tomorrow," is a slap in the face to the version of you suffering because of your hesitation. You are either building your future self up or tearing them down. There is no in between. The silent regrets of your future. Imagine it's 5 years from now. You wake up and everything is the same. The same financial struggles. The same self-doubt. The same body you hate looking at in the mirror. The same soul-crushing job. The same unfulfilled dreams. The same empty feeling that something is missing. And then it hits you. You wasted 5 more years. 5 years gone. Just like that. What would you give to go back and change your choices? What would you say to the person you are today? The person who had the chance to change everything but chose not to. That's your real enemy. The regret of knowing you could have been unstoppable, but chose comfort instead. The pain of wasted potential is far worse than the pain of discipline. But here's the catch. This future doesn't have to happen. You are still here. You are still breathing. You still have the chance to make the hard decisions, to put in the work, to flip the script. But the window is closing. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. And eventually, the future you fear will become permanent. Your actions are a time machine. You don't need to wait 5 years to meet your future self. You are already shaping them with every action you take. Every workout you skip is a weaker version of you. Every dollar you waste is a poorer version of you. Every distraction you choose over discipline is a more regretful version of you. But flip it. Every workout you push through is a stronger version of you. Every investment you make is a wealthier version of you. Every disciplined choice, no matter how small, creates a more powerful version of you. You are not stuck. You are in control. You are either digging a hole for your future self or building them a kingdom? Which one is it going to be? The lie of later. The biggest lie you tell yourself is, I'll do it later. Later isn't real. Later is a fantasy. Later is a trap designed to keep you comfortable while time quietly destroys you. Your future self will not magically become disciplined. They will not suddenly wake up motivated. They will not be stronger, richer, or better unless you make that decision right now. Stop acting like time is on your side. Time is the enemy, and it is running out. No, you don't have tomorrow. You have now. The turning point. Right now, you have two choices. Ignore this message. Stay the same. Keep making excuses. Keep pretending that your future will somehow improve without action. Make the choice that will save your future self. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret, that lasts forever. Your future self is watching. They are waiting. Are you going to let them down again? Or will you finally become the person you were meant to be? Decide. 8 lessons to save your future self. Now that you understand the brutal reality of your choices, it's time to fix it. Knowledge means nothing without action. If you don't apply this wisdom, you'll be in the exact same place in 5 years. Angry, regretful, and wondering where all the time went. Your future self is counting on you. Here's how to stop failing them. 1. Create a future self contract. Most people drift through life without direction, hoping things will somehow work out. That's why they fail. If you want to escape mediocrity, you need to make a contract with your future self. Write this down. Who do I want to be in 5 years? What habits must I develop to get there? What must I sacrifice to become that person? What will happen if I don't change? Be brutally honest. When you're done, sign it. This isn't some weak wish list. This is a binding contract with the only person who truly matters. You. Read it every day. Live by it, or suffer the consequences. 2. Kill the later mentality. There is no later. There is no one day. Every time you delay an action, you are actively choosing failure. Your future self doesn't need you to be perfect. They need you to start. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now, if you've been avoiding the gym, go today. If you've been putting off that project, start now. If you've been wasting time scrolling, stop and do something productive. Small steps lead to massive results. Waiting leads to nothing. 3. Sacrifice weakness, or be sacrificed by it. Your comfort is your biggest enemy. You waste time because it feels good. You avoid discomfort because it's easier. You cling to bad habits because they are familiar. But every time you choose comfort, you are sacrificing your potential. And if you don't kill your weakness will kill your future. No, you don't get to keep both. You either become disciplined or you stay broken. Pick one. 4. Think in decades, act in days. Most people think in short-term rewards. They want results now, money now, success now. And when they don't get it instantly, they quit. That's why they stay weak. If you want to dominate your future, you need to start thinking long-term while acting daily. Work on your craft every day, even if you don't see results yet. Invest every paycheck, even if it's small. Train every day, even if you don't see the muscle yet. Success compounds. Play the long game. Your future self will either thank you or hate you. Set non-negotiable standards. Most people fail because they let their feelings control their actions. I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like saving money. I don't feel like being productive today. Weak. Winners don't wait to feel like doing the work. They do it because it's non-negotiable. Set unbreakable rules for yourself. No excuses. No days off. No exceptions. Discipline is freedom. Weakness is slavery. Choose. 6. Keep score of your progress. You can't improve what you don't measure. Most people fail because they don't track their progress. They have no idea if they're getting better or wasting time. Fix this. Every day track. How many hours you worked on your goal. How much money you saved, invested. How many times you exercised. Numbers don't lie. They expose you. Either you're improving or you're staying the same. And if you're staying the same, you're already falling behind. 7. Adopt a no-victim mindset. Your future self doesn't want your excuses. They don't want your sob story. They don't want to hear about how life was unfair, how you had bad luck, how things were too hard. They want results. No one is coming to save you. No one owes you success. No one cares how difficult your situation is. You either adapt and overcome, or you stay weak and complain. No, you are not a victim. You are the architect of your own fate. Act like it. 8. Choose pain, now or regret forever. This is the final lesson, and the most important one. You have 2 choices. Suffer now through discipline, hard work, sacrifice, and discomfort. Suffer later through regret, wasted time, and failure. There is no pain-free option. Pain is inevitable. The only difference? Pain now builds you. Pain later destroys you. Which one do you want? Final warning. 5 years from now, you will look back at this moment. You will either be grateful that you made the change, or filled with regret that you ignored it. Your future self is watching. Are you going to let them down again? Or will you finally become the person you were meant to be? The choice is yours. Decide. If you made it this far, you're already different. Most people click away. Most people hear the truth and run from it. But not you. You stayed. You listened. And now, you have a choice. Your future self is waiting, watching, begging you not to make the same mistakes again. So what are you going to do? Keep drifting? Keep hoping things will change without action? Or will you step up and finally take control of your own destiny? To those of you who have been riding with the GrimFace movement, pushing past limits, rejecting weakness, and rewriting your future, thank you. You're the reason this message keeps spreading. You're proof that there are still warriors out there willing to do what others won't. And to the new warriors, finding this for the first time, this is your moment. If this speech hit you, if you felt that fire inside you, don't let it burn out. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and join the movement. This isn't just motivation. This isn't just another video. This is your wake-up call. Your future self is still waiting. Will you finally give them something to be proud of? No more excuses. No more wasted time. It's time to move. See you in the next one. Stay ruthless. Stay relentless. Stay grim.